Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going on to Bitcoin. Bigger the CoinsKid crew. So currently CKR sits at 63. Now, for me, I'm still holding my Bitcoin. I don't see any reason in the Bitcoin price structure at the moment to jump ship. Obviously, if I do, then I relay a message to you, okay? But like I've always taught you, when things go up, altcoins eventually pay catch up. But when Bitcoin corrects, wow, you do not want to be holding altcoins. You want to be in Bitcoin. Now, the thing is, I did relay this message to you a few weeks ago, I think it was actually just early March. What we was looking for is a reason to call an alt season. I know a lot of people were throwing around that we're in alt season and things like that, but I said to you, I don't think we are in an alt season, because typically what we do see is something in the Bitcoin dominance chart before we start to get excited about a potential alt season. Now, that particular thing I've spoken about is actually rearing its ugly head. Well, it's not actually ugly because it's actually an opportunity. So, it's playing out absolutely like a T. Like I said to you in a previous altcoin season video right there, we need to see something in the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, what we could be experiencing right now, and this is something I've looked at in the chain link video, please check that out in the channel. In the VeChain video, please check that out also, and equally the Cardano video. What we've seen is 5 waves up into that level of resistance right there, some beautiful targets met. So I did anticipate in them particular charts a wave 2 correction. Now, this could be confluence of the fact that right now we are actually caught in a wave 4 correction for Bitcoin. Now, this is typically where we do start to see a major move up in Bitcoin, but equally altcoins. So this could sort of coincide of confluence of the fact that we're having a wave 4 pullback for Bitcoin, a wave 2 pullback for altcoins, and then boom, we're in a vertical wave 3 and equally a vertical wave 5 for Bitcoin. Now, once Bitcoin comes back in, and I've shown you this on a retracement, it'll create an A wave down. The B wave high is where altcoins have that explosive blow up top, which is a wave 5, and I've gone through this with you multiple times, okay? But I'll refresh your memory today in this video. So far so good. It's absolutely playing out like an absolute boss. So I do have buyback zone targets for Chainlink, Cardano, VeChain, XRP, all those kind of projects. The altcoins I've been posting is like crazy, so far so good. I'm not too frightened yet that we are entering a bear market. I think we're still well within the realms of this bull market until I start to see more data and structure that's been lost in this particular Bitcoin chart. Okay, so at the moment I just got to respect the data. I think we're actually in the sort of the blow off top phase here, and a lot of the altcoins, like I said to you numerous times, they are extremely volatile. Okay, extremely volatile. This is why a lot of people, they say, trade your Bitcoin into XRP and things like that. I wasn't doing any of that, okay, because there was no reason for me to do that, but I think there may be a reason to do that soon, okay, and I'll go through that with you. So basically at the moment, CKR sitting at 63. I think potentially if we are still in the realms of this blow off top, which is a possibility for Bitcoin, then altcoins are going to be the absolute play here, and I'll go through this with you, okay. So at the minute, 63, RSI 70, retail's 29, EMA 9, and that's a really important, significant indicator that I've made for the CoinsKid crew. Again, the DXY sitting at 78. I think that needs to go to 90 plus. Pi cycle, looking at that, getting to like 19 plus as well, and AI, so we're pretty cool and neutral at the moment in this market, although Bitcoin is just breaking out of this high here and consolidating on it right now, and everyone's freaking out. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and see what we can see, okay? So in a previous video that I did label alt season, when will we see alt season? I'll drop a link to that particular video in the video description today. I did say to you at this point here, we're range bound, and we should start to see a spike up into at least this leg of support just there. Now, this could actually be where we do start to see an alt season come to fruition, because typically what we do see in every single alt season, we see a spike up in the dominance before a waterfall down, a spike up just there in the dominance before a waterfall down, and we've not necessarily seen a big spike up yet for Bitcoin before the big waterfall. Now, the big waterfall is your alt season. So a lot of people are saying at this point we're in an alt season and things like that, but I said to you, we've not seen a spike up on this level of consolidation there, which was this previous support that was lost, became resistance, and now it's become support again. So until we start to see a big spike up, the increased probability of a big alt season will come to fruition basically. So I'm looking for that. I'm looking for a big spike up in the dominance. I'm looking for a big push up in the Bitcoin price as well, and I think that increases the probability of a big monster alt season. So it's all kind of playing out at the moment. So I just kick back. Like I said to you, I wouldn't necessarily be looking to trade any of my Bitcoin into alts at this moment in time until we start to see the big spike up, and then we start to see the drop basically. So we're looking for the big waterfall. We see the big waterfall, boom, you've got your big alt season right there, and we start to see a lot of them altcoins explode, the likes of VeChain, Cardano, Chainlink, XRP, so on and so forth. Okay, so it's almost like we're gearing up for it, but we need to see the big spike in the dominance before we can even contemplate that big alt season right there. Let's dive into the Bitcoin chart right now, see what we can see, okay? So taking a look at Bitcoin on a weekly time frame at the moment, obviously, you know, we've hit some kind of double top drop scenario there. There's the high. We're consolidating on it, and right now we've made a low, made a lower high, and right now we're piercing this low, aren't we? So we're looking like we're going to make a double top drop scenario here. Really simple zigzag correction, basically. So if I zoom in on the weekly time frame right now, you can clearly see at the moment what we do have is a lower high on the weekly. And if we start to take this support out just there, the one fib at $60,785, then I think we've got further to go, and I will be looking to place bids at 54,366, and all it will be is a simple A, B, C zigzag correction down to the 1618 before, you know, the explosive final fifth wave blow off top right there. And I did talk about this scenario here, that once we've had this wave 1 into a wave 2 correction, the fact that this point here, this explosive third wave will come up and take out the high, I was looking at the wave 4 alternation, because what we've got here is a flat wave 2. So I was anticipating once the wave 4 kicks in, we will be looking at some kind of zigzag correction. So the fact that I'm looking at lower targets on a lot of these altcoins, for example XRP, Chainlink, VeChain, Cardano, you know, a lot of these coins I'm looking at lower targets at this moment, it could indicate that the correction is not necessarily in just yet for Bitcoin. Okay, I would love to be completely wrong. I think if we start to come up and take out that high, then obviously our corrections in there and we're looking for continuation. But until we start to break down and see more than 1 weekly close below the thick yellow line, which is 20-week EMA, I'm going to remain bullish on Bitcoin here, because I think what we've got is a beautiful impulsive wave 1, sideways corrective wave 2. Now if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we're cooked at this, we could say, okay, a wave 3 is over, we're having a wave 4 correction, and then boom, final fifth wave, blow off top. At that point, you know, this is where the fifth wave, we do experience the third waves, you know, the big blow off top, the big vertical in a lot of these altcoins. For example, if we drop the Chainlink chart in right now, you can clearly see off this bottom here, we've got the 1, we've got the 2, we've got the 3, we've got the 4, we've got the 5. So please check out the Chainlink video. Okay, in recent times I made one quite recently, a bit of a warning shot to the, you know, the overly bullish people on Chainlink right there that are posting, you know, super bullish targets on Chainlink. I said to you, I think we've had 5 waves, and that's it, we've met my target, and I think we're coming in for a macro correction. So I gave you the buyback zones in that video, and you know, so far it's playing out like an absolute boss, to be honest with you. I'm quite amazed how well it's playing out for the Chainlink video. So A, B, C. We're coming down the stairs. This is a zigzag correction after 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we've had a beautiful impulsive wave 1 for Chainlink, something like this. Okay, we've had an impulsive wave 1. Right now we're in a macro wave 2 correction coming back. We've had a beautiful 1, 2. This is your 3, potential 4, 5. And this 5 will go with the 3. Now this 5, like I said to you, is the spike up in the dominance right there. So you'll see Bitcoin go. At this point, altcoins will catch up. Here's your alt season, here's your wave 3. Then it comes back in a 4 for the alts, which is pretty short-lived. On the A wave down of the, you know, the correction that begins for Bitcoin right there. Then on the B wave high, the lower high, this is where we see the big blow off top in altcoins, the final fifth wave, and then boom, your bear market basically. So this is a scenario I'm looking at, you know, in confluence of both of these charts right now, that I think it's playing out to an absolute T. So I'm looking for the invalidation of such right now. I think the confluence of this particular chart, the Chainlink chart, the 1 into the 2, you know, right now we've got the 3 and the potential 4. We're looking for the blow off top. We're looking for the blow off top in both of these charts. So, you know, for me, I'm just a buyer, not a crier at the moment, until I start to see more data in both of these charts to sort of negate this big blow off top theory that I have right now in this crypto market. So I'll keep an eye on the charts as best I can, but so far so good, you know, with the Bitcoin dominance as well. If we do start to see a big move up here for Bitcoin after this correction is complete, we start to see a big spike up. Like I said to you, Bitcoin will front run the market, altcoins will be lagging, creating bottoms and things like that, and then boom, we eventually play catch up when Bitcoin starts to correct. I hope you understand that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. I'm looking for invalidation. If I see it, I will post it, but so far so good. It's playing out like an absolute boss. Take care everyone. Back to another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.